Today is the first year anniversary of my right below the knee amputation, and I like to say 1 year ago today I went from limb loss to life gained. And the things that have occurred to me in this last year are just so unanticipated on so many levels in such great ways. It's difficult to articulate because it's really feeling generated. But today what I really wanted to do was thank everyone, and there's a lot of people I want to thank. The people that held me in their thoughts and prayers through my surgery and post that, and the ones that came in to visit me in the hospital. The great care I had from the surgical team, the nurses and the docs at Mount Sinai and subsequently at St. John's Rehab. The PT and the OT, I just love and appreciate them so much. The physiatrist down there as well. Really person-centered first, and really looking at having you set your goals so that you can move forward. I also really want to thank a lot of, obviously, my friends and my colleagues. I had so much great information that I synthesized through you, with you, that generated a protocol for myself that was very different from what a normal person I think would get. I used myself as my own test, and I was off all my medications within like the 6-week time frame without any sequelae related to that, related to an amputation after the fact. So that's been pretty awesome. I also really want to thank some companies that are innovative. They think out of the box and they create brilliant things, especially with the socket. So number one, I've got certainly to thank Limb Innovations and Martin Bionics as well. I love your products. I love them for different reasons, and believe me, it does not pass a day where I don't say thank you for making these products. I love them for different reasons, and just I'm so glad that you guys think out of the box. Freedom Innovations for developing different feet as well, and Allels for the lovely covers that you create, which allow a lot of us amputees to show off proudly our lower limbs. I also really want to thank the people that have limb loss, that I have learned so much from you. I've learned from your inspiration and your bravery in the way that you face the day. I also have learned from how people view you, where some people will make assumptions and they'll come to conclusions that may be very negative, and other people are very curious and very open and want to learn. And I certainly way prefer the groups of people that are open and available to information and change. And in this last year, I have experienced things far faster than I ever anticipated I would. From starting off at walking a 5K just under 4 months out from an amputation at the Achilles heel, and honestly next year when I go into it, I'm going to go into it with a new t-shirt and say I'm in the Achilles run, actually the Achilles run ... because I only have one. That's going to be my t-shirt. And that was such an amazing experience to do that so quickly. I've been able to do some paddle boarding, rock climbing, walking, driving a car, doing all sorts of things that people don't really think about when you lose your lower leg that you got to learn how to do. And then the piece de la resistance for me was a couple of weeks ago being in the Maldives and scuba diving with a prosthetic limb and a flipper on a foot. And that was absolutely magic. I was in heaven. And so it is not lost on me the resources that I have available that many people don't have. But I think more importantly than whatever the accoutrements are that we have, it's the internal resourcefulness and the finding meaning in a moment that can be uplifting and positive. To me, that's been my biggest take home, is being really present and deciding, who do I want to be in this moment? And I have had some reminders of that this year, actually many times. And so my shout out today is on thankfulness and on gratitude and on appreciation. And my wish for you is that you tell people today that you love them. And I hope that the other person that you can say that you love is to look in the mirror and say it to yourself, and find some reason that you can be present in this moment and find that joy.